All right, so I figured we'd do a quick little shop walk around, see what's going on here at Empty Pockets Custom and Fab. So some people will recognize this one. This was my wife's car that she wanted to build. So what I've done, I've pulled out the 302, went through everything on it, put a new cam in it, we re-ringed it, new cam bearings. I've kind of gone everything on this one. It was a running driving engine before. I pulled it out of a donor car, then just went through it, kind of freshened it up a little bit, stuck it back in this guy. So I've been so busy I haven't been back on this one. We've got a 79, doesn't matter really, but actually it kind of does, and I'll show you here in a minute. So 79 F-150 short box, 4-wheel drive, original factory 306 cylinder with a manual transmission. This guy is got a 6-inch lift in it. Had to build some blocks for the back, had to do some customizing in the back. Customer had the fronts in, but lost the back and didn't want to end up buying a whole new kit and waiting up to 6 months to get a whole nother kit. So I ended up kind of fabbing some stuff for the back, making all that work. Put some new pins and stuff in the leaf springs. Got all that going. We got all new bushings and everything, new shackles, everything all in the leaf springs. So everything on this truck is basically brand new. We got new A-arms, or lateral arms, control arms, whatever you want to call them. We got all new bushings through everything. Waiting on a couple parts for the front end. Some ball joints are new. Wheel joints are new. Basically, it's a new truck. Changed everything out. Got rid of pretty much all of the factory except for these in the back here. Got rid of all of the bolts and factory rivets. Some of them are cracked, so we went plated grade 8 across everything. So kind of makes the truck pop a little bit, makes it look a little bit nicer. Cleaned up factory fuel line, ran the factory fuel line, brand new fuel tank in this guy as well. Rear end, pulled the pumpkin out, redid the pumpkin. We put new wheel bearings in it. Everything is all brand new brakes. Cleaned up the backing plates, had everything sandblasted. The price of sandblasting is gone through the frickin' roof. So maybe looking at putting a C-can outside and putting a sandblaster in the C-can because prices have just gone so expensive. This guy here, next one I'm starting on, is a 79 F-150 4-wheel drive, short box, manual transfer case, manual transmission. Except this guy, it's kind of weird. Identical, you'd think, trucks, identical years. This was a Ranger. This was a F-150 Ranger. This was an F-150 XLT. You wouldn't think that they're the same, and most of the time, or you would think that they were the same, but they're actually not. So the frames are completely different. This one's actually got a slope to it. And on these holes here, and here, it actually held a power steering cooler. Whereas this one is just flat. So it's got no angle on it, no power steering cooler, nothing. Now, it could be that this frame had a factory V8 in it. This one had a 306 cylinder. So that could definitely make the biggest difference. But this frame ends way up here, whereas this frame comes way to the back, all the way back, actually a little bit past where the cross member for the transmission and transfer case mount. So transmission transfer case mounts are actually a little bit different too. And I got that one in backwards. Yes, I know, I was setting it up for mock-up. This one cuts really short. So you'd think with the bigger engine, they would have carried it back like this one. But this one, they actually cut it short. This one, same thing. Some of the holes here, like here for the drag link. Here is a little bit different on this one than this one. This bolt hole here, this one over here for the the gearbox, totally different than this truck, because that chassis has threaded nuts welded on the inside. This chassis does not. So, and good luck getting my fat fingers up on in there to try and hold a nut on the back of that. Whereas this frame, as dirty as it is, you can see right in there. So very different. So what we were actually considering is this is what was called an F-150 heavy half. So this was kind of the mix between a F-150 and an F-250 back in 73 to 79. So a little bit different. This guy is going to be full custom. So this guy front to back is going to be pretty wild. We're going to keep this guy 4-wheel drive, but he is also going to go like 8 or 10 inch lift running on 40s. So this guy, we got some mock-up roller tires on it, but actually what this guy is going to get, which is super cool, I think it'll look cool, is these guys. These, turn my tunes down there, is these guys that are like freaking 10 inches wide and spokes. So we're gonna put those on all 4 corners. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. Hard to say. We got Buddy's Harley in here. Gonna store it. I got some TIG welding and stuff I'm gonna do on that guy. What else do we got going on? This 306 cylinder that customer brought is a boat anchor. The size of the ring ridge, I don't know if you can see it, but like you could probably catch that with the dullest flathead screwdriver you've ever seen. So, and with how thin the cylinders run here, and especially here, I don't think there's any way we're going to get away with doing, say, a 40 or a 50 over on that. Walls are too close together. So I'm going to pull off what we need out of it and get rid of it. Transmission was told is good. He cut off the top of the handle. Clutch is okay-ish. I think we're just going to put all brand new stuff in. We might get that flywheel resurfaced. Everything else is kind of parts. We just pulled some stuff apart. I needed to get some other stuff going, so we kind of put this one on the back burner. Got a customer's Chevy Malibu in here. Got towed in yesterday. No forward gears. So, oh, my battery's dead. Come on. All right, let's go get a new battery. We'll get this guy charging. All right. So this one, because it's I've seen this car pretty regularly, but what happened was no forward gears, only reverse. So what happens is these fluid transfer tubes in the transmission. They actually crack and break. They're just kind of soldered on there a little bit, but they end up breaking. You lose all forward gears because, of course, your transmission isn't making pressure on both sides of the transmission. I've tried to braze them before. They don't really last. They're about maybe 3 months you might get out of it. Otherwise, it's through the dealer. It's like a $400 part, not super cheap. Trying to help the customer out on this one. Again, get it back on the road quick. She's got a couple kids, and of course Christmas is around the corner. So we're going to do what we can. Run out to Bucks, see if I can play in some snow. Get these back into her, get her car back to her by noon. That should be fun. Then what else do we got? We got all kinds of stuff going on. Oh yeah. So we've got, I'll shut this back off so I don't kill another battery. So out the window, that guy is a 77 F100 two-wheel drive short box manual transmission. So that guy, we've got a Beltec lowering kit in. I believe it's a 4-inch lowering. So all new shackles in the back, new drop shackles in the back, all new I-beams, drop I-beams, and everything is lowered down. New shocks, new everything, new fuel tank. I'm waiting on some guys to get back to me about some kind of sandblasting, because I phoned one company and asked them how much to sandblast the cab. They wanted $1,500, and they didn't want to do the roof or the back because they were scared of warpage. So that kind of stuff really sucks, especially when the prices get to be what they are. I find that's a little ridiculous. Like, I mean, you're pushing guys right out the door. We've got another little Ford short box two-wheel drive over there. Kind of a neat little dude. We've got that Mercury. We kind of just moved out of the way. We needed to plow some snow. We've got the Camper Special. We've got another shorty four-wheel drive. We got a two-wheel drive regular box. We got the shop truck with the Holmes Wrecker on the back. I think that guy's going to be super cool if I can get some of this stuff rolling out of the garage. But this damn strike with Canada Post is killing me for some parts. Everybody's getting backed up, and it's taking twice as long to get my parts. So some stuff I'm just kind of sitting on. We've got our stack of fenders up there. Rad support I've completely shaved and redone. We've got a grill, we've got some heads, we got the 351 Windsor heads, we got a 306 cylinder heads, we got a couple good door cards, couple steering columns, things like that. Bunch of new parts waiting to go on a truck, but I need other parts before I can put that on. So we've got all kinds of stuff going on here. We've got more coming. I don't know. I'm doing this all by myself, so it's going to take a while. Customers have been extremely understanding. I've had a couple guys stop by, really impressed and enjoying the work that's being done. So hopefully we can keep that up, as long as people don't start kicking in my door and telling me they want shit today. Then we're going to keep it up. So remember, Empty Pockets Custom and Fab. We also can do some of your regular everyday stuff. I got to do it on my back for now until I get a hoist, but that's in the works. As most people know, they're not super cheap. So that's it for now. Kind of a garage tour, shop update, what's going on, and see ya.